Hi, welcome to 1500ESPN.com. Senior editor Derek Wetmore and Vikings beat guy Andrew Krammer. We're out at Winter Park today, where the big news is the impending signing of free agent quarterback Josh Freeman. Andrew, what's the latest we've learned on the quarterback situation for the Vikings?
Well, they still have to go ahead and have him pass a physical, which is going to be done today. They're going to have him and general manager Rick Spielman on a conference call around 6 o'clock, so you'll be getting the news out of that, talking more about what went into the decision. It'll be interesting to hear from Spielman, too, who picked Christian Ponder with the 12th overall pick in the 2011 draft. We don't know if the end of Christian Ponder is here or not. We don't know if we've seen him play his last game. What we do know is that Josh Freeman will not be starting next week at Carolina. They're going to have either Matt Castle, who started last week at Pittsburgh, or Ponder go ahead and take it. It just depends on how healthy that rib is that's apparently still bothering him. He was out at practice today, though, and he was throwing around. He was moving. They said he was limited. He didn't look all too limited in the open portions that we got to see. So it'll be interesting to see how they handle that. But went ahead, they had the open locker room, they had Matt Castle talk, they had Christian Ponder talk. Castle was pretty professional about the whole thing. What was interesting to me was that he didn't find out until this morning about it, which makes me think that Ponder didn't find out this morning either, or until this morning either. So going back on that, they didn't really go through and talk to their players before they brought Freeman in, but both players, both Ponder and Castle, seem to be okay with the situation. They have to be, obviously, they're paying their salary, but it's a conundrum here.
Sure, and as you touched on, Freeman still has to pass his physical, which is expected probably later today before they can officially sign him. No way he learns the playbook in 1 week. They've already said there's no chance Josh Freeman starts. Head coach Leslie Frazier went ahead and said that today. What was the general tone you got out of that Leslie Frazier press conference? We talked to him for only about 6 minutes, but obviously the big news was this new quarterback situation.
Yeah, the tone was more of trying to keep Ponder, the Ponder ship afloat, even though everyone knows it's kind of sinking. Frazier said, hey, Christian's future is still bright here, even though it doesn't seem like that on the surface. Well, on the surface, it seems like they brought in a third quarterback to compete for a starting job. So I don't think the actions speak louder than his words on that front. So don't listen to the words on there. Christian Ponder's future is not very bright unless something happens with Freeman on his first go-around is terrible, and Castle lays an egg likely. We think Castle's going to start at Carolina because he started last week. They won. I would be very surprised if Ponder made a start against Carolina. The only way I see Ponder taking the field again is if Castle goes out there, stinks it up, and they still think Freeman's a bit too far behind. But you don't pay a guy $3 million to come in and learn the offense and take a long time doing so.
Sure. Well, of course, there's still a lot of details to unfold. Like Andrew said, we'll get Spielman later tonight around 6 o'clock on a conference call. And it's reported 1 year, about $3 million deal. So, yeah, like you said, they're clearly investing in a different route at quarterback. Keep checking back to 1500ESPN.com for updates. We'll keep you posted throughout the day.